Hello and welcome back. Let's pull up the stock of BLS International. Shikhar Aggarwal, Joint MD at BLS International, is with us. Stock is up 9%, hitting a new lifetime high. So, in our last conversation, you had stated that visa application counts in India are pre-COVID or pre-COVID-19 levels. Are you seeing a slowdown now from China, Russia? How soon do you expect to achieve 2 lakh visa applications?
See, definitely, we are at more than pre-COVID level in major economies like India, where there has been unprecedented travel demand, with embassies definitely getting more application count than before. If you talk about countries like Russia and China, China is still almost negligible. Russia is only at 10% of pre-COVID level. So definitely there is a growth in application in many countries, but on an overall level, still the application counts is less than pre-COVID level, but we'll definitely cross much more than 2 lakh application count on an annual basis.
Will be that number? What is much more, Shikhar?
See, definitely, pre-COVID, we were doing 15 million applications every year on an annual basis, including our e-governance business. So definitely, Russia and China, which were actually more than 40% of the total application count, of the overall application, have not come back. But because of increase in application counts from other countries, we'll foresee doing 70% of those applications count that we did pre-COVID level. But as I told you, we're doing 15 million applications. So we'll do at least, I would say, 8-9 million applications this year itself, including e-governance.
Shikhar, and last time we spoke with you, you talked about how you are looking at talking with a lot of governments in countries. I think you mentioned that you're talking to 6 client governments at that point of time. What's the tie-up situation like? And in terms of the global sporting events coming up, what kind of volume demand uptake do you anticipate on account of that?
See, if you see, BLS now is in 64 countries and we're working with more than 46 client governments. In last 2 year itself, we have added 7 to 8 new client governments. We just opened offices for the German government in USA and Mexico, with the launch happening last week itself. We won contracts for the Italian government, for the Portuguese government, so with the Estonian government. So, all these contracts we had been working on for last number of years, with results only started coming in last year. Same like that, there have opportunity of more than 1.5 to $2 billion of contracts that are up for bidding that we have been working on for the last couple of years, in which results will definitely start coming in next year. So definitely, we expect to grab a certain market share from those contracts, in which we expect to perform, work for different governments like the US, UK, Canadian, Australian, and different European governments. So we definitely expect to gain certain market share in that.
Okay, Shikhar, and you had also talked about some 1.5 billion retendering opportunity, right? How much of you are likely to win from that? And in terms of market share gains, what are you expecting?
See, I cannot put a number on how much market share we will win, but definitely I can tell you, because of the reach now that we are in 64 countries, governments are definitely looking at competition. So we have shown our credibility by winning new contracts with different governments and consistently delivering them over the last 7, 8, 10 years. We work with more than 40 governments now. Even during COVID, we did not close down our offices. We maintained all the offices. So governments understand the credibility and the delivery that we have done. So I think keeping that in mind, definitely we are qualified for all these tenders. So we expect to increase our market share globally and expect a huge win in these contracts. On top of that, as you know, we also recently acquired a company called Zero Mass, wherein there is an annualized revenue of 180 to 200 crores with the EBITDA of 22 to 25 crore expected from that acquisition itself. That will be added to our top line and bottom line.
Okay, and just on the acquisition that you talked about, Zero Mass, is it EPS accretive this year itself? And also quickly wanted your word regarding, going forward, what kind of cash deployment plans that you have, because I understand you have 325 crore cash on the book. What's the plan to deploy that? Are you looking for more acquisitions then?
Correct. So definitely, I think the acquisition is EPS accretive from day one. Since it's a profitable company that we acquired, well, not only that, it is going to lead to an increase in margin in our existing business, of Starfin, because going forward, our plan is to combine those offices and reduce the expenses and take advantage of economies of scale. So definitely from our banking correspondent and e-governance business, margins will increase. And going forward, the cash that we had on the books, we did this acquisition of Zero Mass. From that has led to a good return on our investment and giving us an EBITDA margin of more than 15%. So definitely we have plans. We have been distributing dividends to our shareholders, and we have plans for further acquisition in which we are in lookout for opportunities. We are shortlisting certain opportunities which are aligned from our business, and so we can utilize our existing strengths to increase the profits of the business. So those are the opportunities we are looking at.
All right, sir. Thanks so much for that. Let's go across to Anurag. He's tracking what's happening